So this is gonna be a super close-up whispered yap and gab about the Cowboy Carter Beyoncé tour that I just came from like yesterday, no, 2 days ago now. But I wanted to do a super close-up whispery one because I loved just kind of yapping about the Sabrina concert a few months ago, and then this one, and then I figured I could do kind of a similar thing. And also I wanted to show off my jersey. It's like actually jersey material, and this will be a big piece of the story. And I hope these jingle jangles of this cowboy hat I got from my dear friend Alyssa really elevates the overall experience, because wearing it sounds amazing. Like, it sounds very soothing, almost like rain. It's almost distracting how good it sounds. So I figured I'd give you that experience while I whispered you a little tale of my Beyoncé Cowboy Carter tour experience. This was my first time seeing Beyoncé, but I was gonna say Beyoncé in concert, Beyoncé live, not Beyoncé, but this is my first time seeing her live in concert. But basically, I have a friend who has a father who has season tickets at SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles. And so that's kind of how we were able to get our tickets. So my friend invited me and 3 other people, and then to be in our like little foursome, because they get 4 tickets, and then we did some trooping around, and then we ended up having 2 people, a couple join us, and then 4 of us, and then we all sat semi near each other, but we're able to like go like hang out before the concert together, and like we met and like got ready together. So we got ready at my friend's Kat and Lindsay's place, and that was really fun. I'll start with getting to the door. I get to the door, I have my like bag, I come completely unready. I get to the door, and then Lindsay, her hair is beautiful and like flowing, and she's in this awesome denim skirt, and like honestly I should have given her my hat, because she was in this like black top that was like a structured crop top with these dangling from it. So she looked amazing and came to get me from the door, and I was like, oh, I gotta like get caught up. And then my outfit was, I like crafted it in that moment. I like came in like being like, I know this is gonna work, so it'll be fine. But I took a necklace that I have that had a black strap. Oh, I just pulled some hair out of my head. Oops. But I took this necklace that had like a black plasticky strap. And I took it usually holds a piece of glass, a little dangly piece of glass, but I took the glass off of it and used that to tie a bandana, like, so it was like right there on my sternum. And then I tied that bandana there, and then I happen to not be bandana sized, so judge me for that if you will. But because I'm not bandana sized, I snipped 2 little holes in the like, so 1 point of the bandana is at the sternum. The other 2 points, I snipped a hole in them, and I ran a ribbon through. And then my friend Kat had to tie me in there. So I did that, and then I wore a pair of jeans that I bought that morning, and I went to Old Navy, and I went to the clearance section of Old Navy, and I found the most wonderful pair of jeans. I haven't been in love with a pair of jeans in years. Like, I was so excited to get this find and on this day. And what is super exciting about that is on my bingo card for 2025, I had go to a concert, check, and buy jeans, check, 2 for 1 single day. Both things crossed off, so that was very, very exciting. So we got ready, we did our makeup. Let me walk you through everybody else's outfits. We did Lindsay, we did me, then Kat was next. Kat comes out in these awesome like black shorts. Kat wears a lot of blacks, and this like really cool certain tattoo, so Kat's in all black swimsuit top. I think the lowers, it was a swimsuit top. Sorry for putting you on blast, Kat, but it looked really cool. But it was like a plungy top that showed off her sternum tattoo and looked amazing. Really cool black shorts, like longer shorts, kind of like above the knee shorts that are like a little flowy. So don't think like those tight Bermuda shorts from like the early 2000s. Think like really cool, modern, like awesome shorts. Like these are the shorts that are in right now, right? Because Kat has cool clothes. And then awesome leather jacket, like super sick leather jacket. Hair looked great, looked amazing. Oh, and I think she had like a keychain, or like she had like some like dangly metal bits going on the shorts, so that was awesome. And then Julia came by, and these are like the four who were sitting with us. And then Julia had on like shorts, like borrowed them from like a friend who's like actually low-key a cowboy. So she had like kind of these cool shaped shorts and this like cool button-up tee that was like tied and had like a really awesome silhouette. And then also a cowboy hat. And that cowboy hat was like one of the ones that's like woven. Like it was actually like a woven. And like again, I think I've never met this friend of Julia's, but they sound like a real cowboy. And they had worn this like actually like woven fiber hat enough times it was kind of breaking and like itching her head. So that was some of the drum. And then what else? Anna was there. Anna was in like a one-piece denim like over thing. I think it was, I can't remember if it was a denim dress or overalls. I think it was like denim overall dress situation. And then some like a what is it called? A mesh. Do you see my thought process here? She has on this like mesh and pearl shirt, and then like had face gems and stuff that gave us all face gems, and like the face gems were like I had gems down my spine that like it was kind of funny because they kept like sticking up, so all my friends would be just like gently patting my back all night, just and they were like, oops, sorry, and I was like, I kinda like it. I like the pats because everybody's hands were really warm, and I was objectively just honestly not wearing a shirt to this event. And it was cold. It was not warm. It was not sunny LA. It was May gray for sure LA. And I kind of have a cold now, and it kind of started before. But I'm like, maybe this is why they tell you to dress appropriately for weather. But wanted to have my dream outfit for my dream concert. Oh yeah, did I yap about that? What I should importantly yap about is I was very excited for this concert because I think Cowboy Carter as an album is just like so well crafted. Like it really like takes storytelling in music to like a whole other level, and especially like the like album I feel is so immersive with the like parts where it pauses and you hear like the radio show talk. Oh, so I was just like, this like album for me like changed like what to expect from a good album, like what makes a good album. So that's why I was so excited to go and why I was so stubborn about wearing the outfit I was going to wear. So I think that is all the outfits, at least from everyone who was getting ready. And then so Anna splits off to go pick up her partner, and then the other four of us, we start driving down to SoFi in Los Angeles, and we had parking in the orange zone, which I will say, between four people, it was like $13 to park, and not having to like journey escape from SoFi or the Kia Forum area, I think is almost always worth it if you can swing it, because like honestly parking anywhere else is gonna be also pretty expensive. And so if you have enough people to split it with, like I say park at the stadium, because like if you recall from the tale of Sabrina Carpenter trying to escape the Kia Forum, we got stuck just waiting for a light to change for like 15 minutes, and my toes were numb and I didn't want to do it anymore. And this one, to flash forward, we just straight from the venue into the car, and we drove away, and it was awesome. So that's kind of the outfits, and then we meet in the parking lot. We all parked in the orange zone. We park, we converge, we take little picky pics, little pictures, and then doors are open. We start heading towards the merch booth, and this is like the way SoFi was arranged for this concert did become an Easter egg hunt, because like in the car ride down, we're on Instagram, we're looking at the merch that's available, like we're seeing on it, like that people put, like, Godspeed to the people who post on Instagram stories, because otherwise different decisions would have been made. But so I see on Instagram the jersey, and I'd been thinking for days about how I wanted the jersey, and then so we get there and we go to the first merch booth that's outside. No jerseys, and we're looking at it, we're like, there's a few things missing from this outdoor merch booth. This is not all of the merch. No. Because I was torn between this and the Los Angeles exclusive t-shirt, and I was like, you can only get one, because merch is expensive. So, and like, you know, I'm sitting there, I spent so much time deliberating, like, do I want a classic band tee? Because I have so many, like, tees like that, which I feel like I'm kind of getting overloaded. And I was like, this, I could maybe wear to the gym and feel really cool and cute. I do a lot of hot yoga, like, I'm kind of hesitant to sweat in my beautiful new thing, but like, once I'm ready to risk it, once I work out in it a little bit, like, because it's so beige, like, that would be a good thing to wear to hot yoga, I think. So I was like hard set on this one in the blue RV, and the first merch booth doesn't have it. Julia buys a t-shirt, and then we go inside. We go in through our gate to merch one, into gate 1, and we walk in. There's another merch booth, and they have these on display. So we get in line. We're like, one person's standing off the side, people are standing off the side. We're like sneaking in and out, talking to each other. Like, what are we gonna get? This line zooms fast. Get to the front. They're like, we have it on display, but we do not have the jerseys. And I was like, do I get the other shirt? Oh boy. But then they say these jerseys, they should have them at the opposite side of the stadium. It was me and another person who wanted a jersey, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go for the jersey and not go for my alternate just yet. And if I go through all this effort second time, it still flops, then that's the sign. So like, me, Anna, Lindsay, at this point all wanted jerseys. So we trek from side 1 to side 2 all the way across SoFi, and we find the line with the jerseys. Merch line is crazy. And then again, Lindsay also had her eyes on the Jolene t-shirt, and so she sends, I hop in the line that I'm like seeing jerseys, I'm seeing people buy jerseys, I'm like, this is it, this is my moment, I get in line. But Lindsay's like, I gotta find this Jolene shirt, so Lindsay splits off with Kat, and then me and Anna get in this line, and Julia and Sean, I don't know where they are, 2 people that I counted for, 2 in the jersey line, 2 find at the other merch booth that they have the Jolene shirt, so they hop in the Jolene shirt line, and then Lindsay's like, give me the blue thing, and I'm like, yep. And then I'm in line, me and Anna in line, watching jersey, because so like everybody in this line is buying this jersey. I was like, it's almost like your heart's kind of beating, you know, because you're like watching the pile go down, and you're like, my jersey. Everybody in this line wants a jersey. And then it was dramatic because the line, you get up to the front, and then it splits, and we had to like make a decision between left line or right line, and we went right line, and I think it worked out. But I was like, now I'm gonna be like over analyzing which line. Hate that. But we like are in line, we get her right up to the front. I'm about to walk up, I get a phone call, and it's like, hello, and it's Lindsay, and she decided to get the denim hat with the Cowboy Carter charm at the front instead of the jersey. And I was like, oh thank God, because I am just in this line for this jersey. So then phone, hang up, immediately go through, and then I get my jersey without any problems. So I'm eyeing like, which line am I gonna, like, which cashier am I gonna get? And I swear the lady, like, I was like looking at, like, offered to someone to try on the shirt, because you never know, because this is like a crop jersey, so it's like, where's it gonna fall? And then I was like, okay, great. I got the lady who offered to let someone try it on, because it's like was selling jean shorts, and I was like, who trusts concert merch enough for jean shorts? That's great. You must really know your size if you're buying jean shorts at a concert line, and that's very impressive to me. But anyway, I get there and I was like, can I try it on? And she was like, no, everyone will want to try it on. And I was like, no. So I bought it and it was fine. And then I tried it on later and I was like, if it's fine. I don't know why I was being so like nervous about it, but it's like, you know, it's a big investment. I spent more on this than I spent on, because I went to Old Navy that day, as we've discussed, and I bought the jeans and 2 dresses, and I spent more on this single shirt than the jeans and 2 dresses. So, you know, it's like a big financial commitment to buy concert merch. So we get this, we all have our merch, we're like, yay, and then we stop by the food line, because Lindsay has to get a soft pretzel. That is rule number 1 of visiting SoFi with Lindsay, soft pretzel. Lindsay gets a soft pretzel, we're in the pretzel line, I'm like, none of the food is like jumping out to me, so I get like a crispy chicken salad, and I'm like, this will be fine, it'll be good. Love vegetables, love chicken, yay, and then we turn a corner, and then immediately a completely different list of food at basically the same spot that was so much better, and I was like, I've been punked again by the Easter egg that is like every stand has different food. It is like, you kind of gotta go on an adventure, but I ate my salad and I was happy with it. And then I'm gonna try to wrap this up because I've been talking for so long. Then we go to take pictures because we are there still very much early. So we go down and we're at like a lower bowl, and we like go down some steps and take some pictures. Like a nice lady takes some pictures for us. We like do all of our solos, do our group ones, have a good time, take our pictures. And then the drama that happened during that is we're like standing there taking our pictures, kind of not paying attention. A few people are like finishing up taking whatever pictures they're taking, and then the lady who started taking our picture first runs up and is like, oh, can I have that bag? Like, to like my friend who's holding her merch bag. We're like, oh, okay, so I could take her shirt, put it in my bag, and then like some time passes, and then I look over near the lady, she's like gone away, and I was like, I wonder what she needed that bag for. And there's this big puddle on the ground, and I was like, is that soup or is that puke? And Anna goes, I don't think they're selling soup, Avery. Which killed me, but unfortunately someone did yak like T-1 hour, probably more than an hour, before Beyoncé made it to the stage. And that seemed like a bummer, and we were thinking of you all night, and we hope you are okay. And in fact, later when we got to our seats, we were zooming in, trying to find them in the crowd to see if they were okay, and we couldn't find them, so I just hope that you got to see Beyoncé and had a good night. But yeah, that's pretty much all the exciting stuff that happened pre-concert. And then rundown of the concert, I'm like not gonna get too detailed because I don't want to spoil anything, because I'm always like, no spoilers, I don't want any spoilers. But my light rundown of what happened is all the Cowboy Carters, all of it is awesome, all the music is awesome. Highlights were oh my gosh, I'm blanking. Every song was so good. Oh, when she sang Bodyguard, so good. Loved Bodyguard, that's one of my favorites. Blue Ivy did amazing dance breaks. So talented, really like good dancer, like really growing into, like, you know, it's like when you see Nepo babies, but they've earned it. I was like, I feel like you're earning this Nepo baby status. Or like earning like your keep of like working on this show and like being like up, honestly, like, especially like how old is Blue Ivy? Like definitely younger than me. Are they even 18? I feel like she's a teenager, right? Yeah, I feel like she's a teenager, so yeah. What was I saying? I got distracted. But yeah, very impressive for like someone to be performing at that like high of a level, and like obviously like your mother's the most talented person in the world, so you're probably gonna also be very talented. But very impressive. Big props. Loved seeing that part of it. Oh, and then on the like family train, her younger daughter, I don't know her name, came out when she was singing Protector, and she was all like beaming and like waving at the crowd. We were all like cheering, and she'd like wave. She took her in-ears out and was like blown away and super excited to be there. So I almost started crying, and I was like, I have to be a mother so I could my daughter on stage. It's so fun. Like, I don't know, it was just like, it's a beautiful song about being a mother, and it was a beautiful moment, and they just look so happy. They look so happy. Daughter was amazing. Amazing to see that, like, done, like, live. It's so good. And the, like, Italian part is so good. I'm, like, doubting myself if that is called Daughter right now, and the only way I could get to it is if I started singing the song, and I'm not gonna do that right now. But, either way, that was phenomenal. And, like, then some of the top visuals were, okay, I'm gonna tell you visuals that I thought were the top. Flying around on a horseshoe was awesome. Landing on a second stage was awesome from the horseshoe. And then just like floating in the horseshoe was so cool. My favorite outfit, okay. So many amazing outfits. The all-white outfit that she starts in is iconic, and you should definitely go look at that. It's like super sparkly, all white, like chaps, bodysuit. It was like bodysuit all night, which was amazing. So I love that one. She also wore like a more casual, like sparkly white tank top, jean shorts, and then these poofy like leg warmers up, and like that were so big. And I was like very impressed that she could like dance like that and wear those leg warmers. And then my absolute favorite outfit would have to be her all denim sparkly jumpsuit that was like long sleeve jumpsuit with like a jeans text, like it was all denim, and it was like definitely like textured and visually interesting, and like everything had fringes, so it had some good fringe on it. And then at one point she pulled out these like so 90s sunglasses, like these little brown like square sunglasses in the denim fit, and it was just like perfectly 90s and so fun, and that was my absolute favorite outfit. And then end of the show was amazing, and 16 carriages happened, and in 16 carriages she comes out, and like she's in like this like, oh, at one point, guys, I'm not telling this linearly because I'm just like seeing it in my mind as it's coming to me, but at one point she's on this like couch that's shaped like lips, and then like they pick up the couch and they're carrying her on the lip couch, and that's so fun. And I was like, do I need a lip couch? I was very influenced the whole time. And then very end for 16 carriages, when I'm like kind of the like closer, she comes out, and it's like this flying like red convertible kind of made out of velvet, and she's like sitting in this awesome velvet convertible and like flies around the stadium and like waves, and like we're up in the nosebleeds, and she comes to wave, and we're like sorry, big shake there, but we're like standing on our tippy toes, bobbling, looking over the edge at her, and she's like waving and doing like, I just wanted to come see you all. And I was like, she wanted to see us. And she's like, everybody's outfits look amazing. And I was like, she's talking about us specifically. She can see us even though she's like probably a mile away. And we felt really special. And then I also felt really special when she sang Single Ladies and sang the Ring on It part, because I have a ring on it now, and I got to be like, and my friend has a video where she was like, you have a ring on it, and I was like, I have not seen that video, but I'm sure it looks amazing. But yeah, we screamed, we sang, we danced, so much fun dancing. There was a person in front of us who was a really good dancer, and every time they got up, I was like trying to follow them, trying to be like them. They were amazing. And then the concert ends, and you're like, oh man. But the whole time I was like, guys, you know we're gonna step out those doors, and it's gonna be a line of LA hot dog carts. I love an LA dog. I've never had a New York dog, but I think LA dogs are probably better because they have all the veggies, and they're bacon wrapped, and they're fried, and I think the New York dogs are boiled. I don't know. You can yell at me in the comments. It's good for engagement. But I was like, guys, there's gonna be hot dogs, and I'm like hyping up the dogs. It was on the like mission list for the night. The like mission was like picture, merch, food, soft birds. It was like, okay, one specific picture, and then all of our group pictures, merch, specific, also the jerseys, and like the specific like checklist of merch that people had, soft pretzel, and then concert enjoyment and screaming, obviously, and then the final mission statement of the evening was street dog. Get a street hot dog, as we all said. So we walk out. I march right up to my street hot dog, and I get one. And then it just like inspired my whole group to also get hot dogs. So we had our 4 hot dogs. We took a selfie with our hot dogs, and they were delicious. And one of my friends, Lindsay, who doesn't even really like hot dogs that much, still thoroughly enjoyed her street dog because they are amazing. And honestly, the hot dog situation really inspired me, and I don't know if I have the funds for this, because I don't even know if I have the funds for a wedding at this point, because wedding is really stressing me out, and wedding funds, but that's not the point. But I was like, should I find a way to, at the end of my wedding, have someone out there with street dogs? Like, can we get 2 street dog carts ready to go after we walk out of the wedding? So I don't know if that's gonna happen, but it is now a daydream of mine. But yeah, we got our street dogs. We got in the car. We were like a little delusional and yappy because we had so much fun. Because that's how you know when a concert's good. And we were just like giggling the whole time and going a little crazy. And then we went and Kat, who we call Daddy Warbucks because she makes more money than the rest of us, she bought us all sodas. Really cracked the bank open for $4. She also bought me a brownie at one point too, and I was like, you don't need to buy me this $10 brownie, but she did. And then she also bought me a soda, and I was like, I'm really raking it in right now. But yeah, I had my little soda and my street dog and my salad, and I got my shirt, and I got to see all these songs I love performed live. And there were so many points where it was just like her voice in person. Like, whenever she like did anything that wasn't on a recording, I screamed. And it was like, she would do something that was just slightly different, I'd scream, and no one else would scream, and I'd be like, guys, do you not just understand the beauty of it? And I was just like overtaken by her voice. One more visual that's awesome that I must inform you of before I say goodbye is at one point, and this is kind of a spoiler, but she does integrate like Renaissance stuff and like obviously pre-Renaissance stuff into the show. And at one point it's like, we're going back to the Renaissance, and she's like wheeled out in this like gold robot thing, and the robot like and like lets her out of it, and she's in this awesome gold jumpsuit, and it was so cool. Concert was amazing. Every part of it was so cool, and I had a good time. And it's coming to a theater near you, so you should go. I'm sure you all already have your tickets. But go see Beyonce.